Hi guys, this is Raghav from Headphone Zone. In today's video, we're doing a comparison between two of the most popular earphones for less than rupees 2000 that we have here at Headphone Zone. You have the ZSN Pro X, a very popular IEM, and the BLON BL-03, another superbly popular IEM, both of them for less than 2000 rupees. Now, it might seem that they're quite similar in the fact that they both have a very balanced sound signature and that audiophiles absolutely love them, especially when they're starting off in the hobby. But you'll find that on paper and in reality, there are quite a few differences between the two, which we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of choosing either of them and help you figure out the right one for you depending on what's important to you. Now, the ZSN Pro X from KZ uses a hybrid driver configuration, whereas the BLON BL-03 uses a single dynamic driver. Now, the hybrid configuration means that the ZSN Pro X has a dynamic driver for the bass and a balanced armature driver for the treble. This gives this IEM a very energetic sound signature. It's what I would describe as a V-shaped sound signature where the bass and the treble is turned up quite a bit. So anyone who's going to put these earphones on for the first time is going to have a really fun, a very energetic listening experience. It's going to sound very detailed, but at the same time, the bass, the treble is out there in spades to make it a fun sounding experience. That's what the ZSN Pro X does. The BLON BL-03, it uses a single dynamic driver. It's beautifully tuned. Not that it's a disadvantage to use just one single dynamic driver, but the sound signature is quite different from that of the KZ. This is what I would call as a relatively warm and smooth sound signature. So while the bass is turned up a little bit, the treble is cooled off. The treble is not as sharp, not as pronounced as the KZ. And it makes it quite smooth to listen to. It doesn't have that harshness that sometimes the KZ can have, especially with the treble frequency. So if you're someone who's sensitive to a sharp treble, to these higher sounds that are there in the music, then you might want to avoid those frequencies by going for a warm and smooth sound signature, which is what the BLON BL-03 offers. In terms of design as well, you'll find that there are quite a big difference between both these earphones. The BLON BL-03, the KZ, both of them have detachable cables. You wear them over your ear, but the BLON BL-03 has a metal housing. It's got this teardrop shell, which is quite unique. I haven't seen this on any other IEM. The KZ is a standard IEM. You'll find that it's quite similar to virtually every other KZ IEM out there. It fits beautifully. You shouldn't have an issue. Now, in the design is the major difference, because the BLON BL-03 sounds great if you're able to get the fit right. And there are a very large number of people who are very enamored by the BLON BL-03's design and the sound quality it offers, but when you try it on, it doesn't seem to fit everybody quite well. You'll find that if you need a particular kind of fit to find that the BLON BL-03 stays in place in your ear and that it delivers that beautiful bass response that it's known for. It fits my ears perfectly fine. I love the way it sits in there. The KZ fits my ears great as well, but you'll find that there are a lot of people out there who complain about the fact that the BLON doesn't have bass, and that's because it isn't fitting their ears correctly. So keeping those two things in mind, I think the big differences between the ZSN Pro X and the BLON BL-03 come down to one, the choice of sound signature you want to go for. If you're looking for a fun, energetic V-shaped sound signature, that's the ZSN Pro X. If you want to cool off that treble, go for a smoother sound signature which doesn't have the top end, doesn't have that higher frequency in there, the BLON BL-03 is the one for you. But the big factor to help you choose between the two, unfortunately to me, comes down to the fit. If you're able to get the BLON BL-03 to fit your ears, good for you. And if not, the KZ is the safer bet. You'll find that it fits most people's ears and it works straight out of the bat. You should have no problems whatsoever with it. With that, guys, I hope that we've helped you choose between both of these very popular earphones. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.